saw you walking in the street one day. It was a Sunday. You had flowers in your hand. You were dancing with your headphones on. Didn't give in. Everyone was watching you.
Hello, my name is Chai. Welcome to my channel. So before we start this video, I just want to warn that this is not a typical wayyyy in a week where I cook healthy, balanced meals all the time, but it definitely is my own very realistic version of wayyyy in a week to stay happy and sane while trying to balance schoolwork, YouTube, exercising, socializing, all while also trying to get enough sleep to be a normal functioning human being. So if you're interested to see how I feed myself for the entire week, keep on watching. For breakfast, I usually like to start off my day by getting some studying or schoolwork done. So I like to just have some bread with some coffee because it's really quick and easy to grab whenever I'm hungry first thing in the morning. And then I usually try to fit in at least 15 to 20 minutes of exercise every day. I'm not really particular what time I exercise. It really just depends on what my plans are for the day. Like on this day, I knew I was going to go out the entire day starting from lunchtime. So I just did this simple 20-minute ab routine before I needed to go out.
Chill. You literally just chill.
For lunch, I went to a cafe with a friend and we ordered carbonara and some unagi don thingy over here. The carbonara was really nice and creamy, so if you're someone who likes a rich carbonara, definitely recommend you to go try this.
It's okay.
What?
And since I like anything with eggs on it, the unagi don was pretty nice too.
As you can see, I'm not very good multitasking.
And company for lunch was a solid A star as well. So overall, I had a really good time.
Don't laugh. You can speak to me. What? I'm good at doing it out.
And we also had my favorite boba as dessert after that.
It's my face shining too bright, so I can't focus. What are you trying to do?
Hold on.
After some much needed digestion time, I also had what I would call a company dinner with my bosses and colleagues, but honestly calling them that seems weird because they are really all just my friends. We had a lot of Malay style dishes and my favorites were this fried kangkung thingy and this fish. I know most of it might seem really spicy, but it's actually not. And we also had some cakes and sweet potato balls after that to end the night. On this day, I remember feeling really full after eating so much, but honestly, I was also just really happy that I got to taste so many delicious foods and having a great time with my friends for the entire day.
Why? It's not nice, is it? Do you want more coffee? It's okay. I think so.
Yeah, it's done good. The spoon is going to break.
On Tuesday, it was back to the grind first thing in the morning. Not gonna lie, my routine is actually pretty basic. My days mainly consist of me either studying or working and try to fit in some exercise or socializing whenever I can. I also work 3 days a week, so whenever I have my off days, I try to fit in as much studying as I can, which also means that my meals are either really simple or easy to prepare, like this egg roll thingy I made with a tortilla, which probably took me about 15 minutes to make. And usually for dinners, I would just eat out with my family because unfortunately my mom is also working and comes home way too late to cook for us. Wednesday was a work day for me and I started off with some bread again before going to work. As you can probably tell, I work in a cafe, so other than, working there, we are also usually fed very well, which you would see over here and later on in this video.
Take the small one? This one? Thank you.
And then for dinner, I would usually go out with my colleagues after work, and today we decided to try a Korean restaurant near my place. And for me, the best part about eating Korean food outside is that all the side dishes you get from ordering your main meals. For our mains, we got this soup noodles thingy that had pears in it and was meant to be paired with apple cider vinegar. It was our first time eating something like this, and although I wouldn't say it was the best noodles I've ever tasted, the flavors were pretty unique, and me and my friend were just honestly really amazed by how the pears went pretty well with the noodles.
Yeah, actually it tastes good, you know. You taste and see, you haven't even eat.
I feel like I'm stopping.
And we also had this spicy beef soup with rice, and the soup was really good. Highly recommend anyone living around here to go try this too.
Let's go there. Yeah. I like Chinese food. It's nice, right? This one is not bad. Which one is nice? I like this one a lot. Oh, thank you. You talk for me so much. Wait, what were we talking about already? Oh my god, wait, this egg tastes good too.
So by now you can probably tell I'm not really particular when it comes to what I eat, the calories, macronutrients and all that kind of stuff. Because truth is, I'm not always able to control the kinds of foods I eat, especially at work. Nor do I always have the time to cook healthy and balanced meals whether I'm home. And most of the time, I'm truly okay with that. But despite feeling and looking pretty happy in my videos, somewhere at the back of my mind, I also felt a bit anxious for eating out so much, and I guess unhealthily most of the time. No matter how happy I felt when I'm out with my friends and eating things I liked and trying new foods, a part of me was also scared of the potential weight gain
The top whole can you die
for the entire week.
Your top very big.
Growing up, I was never a skinny kid. In fact, I was chubbier than most kids, and I always felt really self-conscious about my size and the way I looked compared to everybody else. Back then, I thought happiness meant looking thinner, receiving compliments on how pretty I was or how good I looked in my clothes. When I finally did get skinnier, I received all the compliments and validation I ever wanted, and yes, I felt happy in that moment, but I was also afraid that this happiness wouldn't last if I let myself go. I always controlled what I ate and exercised regularly, but the thing is, I didn't do it because I wanted to take better care of myself, but because I was so afraid to lose even this little bit of happiness if I were to lose complete control.
Is this the waffle batter again? Never too late to chase your dreams. Exactly, yeah.
But this was me back then, and I thought my mind is in a better place now when it comes to food. But if I was being honest with myself about how I felt when I filmed this What I Eat in a Week, there are still a lot of things I have to face if I want to be truly happy.
Me, is James Bond part of BTS? Yeah.
Holy shit. You don't want to be associated with spicy? Oh my god.
Looking back at all these clips, I realized how I was still very much afraid of gaining all my weight back and being chubby as I was back when I was a kid. I remember how during that week, I always joked with my friends about things like how I'm going to be so fat from eating so much. And even though they reassured me that I looked fine and I was already really skinny, there was still this fear that all this wouldn't last if I kept eating this way, because only I knew how much effort I put in to look the way I do now. And when I catch myself having these thoughts, I just had to ask myself, am I ever truly going to be happy if I have to constantly live with fear and guilt from the foods I eat? And most importantly, will there ever be a point where I can be happy with myself if feeling worthy and beautiful depended on things like my size, my weight, compliments and validation from others?
You mean the noodle, but this already max spicy though? Actually it's not very spicy.
Oh really? Okay, wait, I haven't drank the soup yet.
Can I try some?
I think it's oily rather than spicy. So if 2 hours don't lose, then how? Forfeit.
So your competition is what? Seafood drink first.
What is drink water first? Both of us also don't drink water, right?
Yeah, and finish everything.
Then I guess there's nothing happened, I guess.
If we finish already, we got 2 minutes, then we can drink water.
Why no of us don't have to?
What about if you have to drink, you have to make the bowl super clean?
You no.
Tomorrow is nothing.
And when I slowly think things through, I realize a few things. Firstly, no matter how many compliments and validation I get, no one can make me feel worthy and beautiful if I didn't see myself as worthy and
You
beautiful.
don't like cinnamon, Yanni? Oh no! 豬肉飯，你知幾大嚿嘅豬肉？It's so ginormous.
And no one can help me accept myself if I wasn't happy with the way I am.
Go, tick. Yay! Sure. Okay.
And that my mind can never be truly free and happy if I constantly feel guilt and fear whenever I eat. Because I feel the very act that keeps me alive and makes me happy. And if you're watching till here, you'll maybe expect this video to end with some conclusion on how I want to achieve this happiness or how I want to overcome my fears. But truth is, I don't really know yet. I don't know if it means allowing myself to gain some weight and eat everything that I want, or I don't know if it also means caring less about what other people think about me. But I do know some things I want to feel when it comes to food, and the first thing is I just want to be fully present and enjoy the foods that I eat, whether it's trying something new with my family or friends or even just eating something I like by myself. I want to not feel guilty whenever I'm eating something that is so-called bad in our diet culture right now. I don't want to subconsciously worry about how many calories or fat or whatever the food has whenever I'm eating. And I don't want to feel like I have to exercise in order to deserve eating the things that I like. Even though I can't say for sure if I would be happy when I'm able to achieve all these things, but at least for now, being able to reach that state of mind seems a lot like happiness to me, because I do know that I want my mind to be free. And even if I don't know how to do that in this very moment, it doesn't mean I never will. I just have to keep trying. So I'm going to end this video here, and to anyone still watching, I hope you feel less alone after watching this, and that it really is okay to still struggle with these kind of thoughts, even if everyone else around you thinks you already look fine, because looking okay on the outside doesn't always mean you're okay on the inside. I'm also in the process of trying to overcome my fears right now, and I always remind myself that struggling doesn't mean that I'm failing, and that no matter how impossible it seems right now to overcome my fears, it doesn't mean I never will if I choose to keep questioning and challenging my fears. Because I just know that all these struggles will be worth it one day. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video leaves you in a better place, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye bye!
If I never touch you, baby, you should know I'm going crazy. I can't help myself.